Monolith Soft created the Xenoblade trilogy, three of the greatest RPGs to ever grace a console. But before they were able to slay Elden Ring's Six Way to Sunday, they were a pretty standard software company. They had only recently been purchased by Nintendo, and thus they developed Soma. This was developed before Nintendo gave them the secret sauce. To put it shortly, Soma is a DS action RPG that has stayed in Japan. However, it's received a translation patch, and it's the only Monolith Soft game I have yet to play, so I'm here to fix that. Soma starts off with something of a character creator, where you choose one of 8 characters, followed by a specific class, and then stat allocation. I'm going fairly basic with the first basic main hero guy and dual swords. Can't go wrong with that, especially in a Diablo clone. As far as the plot goes in Soma, you start off in a continent that was attacked by monsters called Visitors 3 years ago, and you join the monster hunting organization called Farzuf. Your mission is to investigate a mysterious Apocrypha device that has vanished into thin air, alongside a mysterious girl named Idea who seems to be connected to them. If you've played any of the Xeno games, the Apocrypha are similar to the Zohar. From there, we trek across the world to investigate these Apocrypha, alongside the Visitors, as well as our villains, the Umbras. The plot is very basic and simple on its surface, but it does have enough lore and depth behind it, so you know Monolith Soft was cooking. It seems as if they were planning on this to become a franchise, and they had enough material to expand on just in case. Yasunori Mitsuda is one of the names to know in a Xenoblade game. He's the composer for Monolith Soft, essentially. Most of his Xenoblade songs are all noteworthy, but one song that's traditional in them is the song that plays for an enemy that will fuck you up sideways. It's not as good as the Xenoblade ones, but there are enemies in the overworld that will generally go beyond your traditional level. That's just tradition at this point. The gameplay loop for Soma keeps it real simple. This is a hack-and-slash game meant to be played with your friends, not single-player like myself. As such, each chapter is essentially a giant dungeon separated by teleporter checkpoints that you go to and hack-and-slash enemies and bosses using your character of choice. You select 2 AI companions to go around, kill enemies, collect loot, maybe kill a boss or 2, and continue on with the story. There's a skill tree that felt partially useless just due to the nature of my character, but near the end I obtained a skill that increased my damage the less options I had enabled, so I only equipped attack and no skills, and that was that. There's no dodge option within the game, and given my character was meant to be a tank, that's all he was meant to do. Take hits, maybe heal, and then die. There are a couple extra dungeons to do in the game, 2 of them after you've finished it. I opted not to do them, partially for my time, partially because these dungeons can become a confusing labyrinth on where to go next, and I just don't find that to be any fun. The best part of Soma was the writing. The promise of playing something written by Soraya Saga implies something a bit higher than your traditional RPG. And while the plot is a bit bare bones, it does have a bit lore, flavor, etc. packed into it, so that I could definitely say I got what I came for. However, I do wish it came with, a sequel, a bit more lore. Nothing wrong with that. The worst part of Soma was the repetitive nature of it. This is mostly by design. I'm playing a handheld pick-up-and-play game on the couch. It's also meant to be played with multiplayer, and I'm playing it solo. So the Diablo-like hacking and slashing gets a bit old eventually. Alright, Soma by the numbers. It took me 8 party members to get through 6 axe-wielding dual swords for an organization named Second Daddy? That's a weird name. Anyway, thanks for stopping by on today's Quartermuncher experience. Till next time, thanks for munching.